Hi Capricorn, I hope you guys are doing fantastic today. We're going to be pulling some general energies in a Celtic cross spread. And then we're going to sweep that and we're going to do a separate love reading for you guys, okay? So the messages, the two decks I'm going to be using today. This is the Tarot Dina Lewitt. I know I don't always share my decks with you guys and I feel really bad about that because a lot of you guys ask me and I'm not holding out, I just forget. And then qualifying energies are going to be Arcanum, okay? Two beautiful decks, I think. So let's get right into it. I'm going to pull you crowning energy from the bottom of the deck after we pull. I did already pre-shuffle these, so I'm just going to cut. And, you know, just a couple of... In the Celtic cross spread, we're going to be talking about a little bit of everything, right? Career, love, whatever. Whatever ends up coming up, right? I'm not going to close out any of the messages. But just to give you guys a little bit of a heads up as far as what's happening in the sky regarding your career, we just have a couple of days that are worth mentioning. First of all, on the 5th, someone's going to probably try to push your buttons. Don't engage. Don't engage. Let them run. Let them do whatever they have to do. Just don't engage. But on the 8th, we do have Sun-Neptune trining, and then we have on the 13th Mercury-Neptune trining, and those two trines are very supportive if you want to push forward an idea. It's a great energy for any sort of leadership, anything like that. So those are really good energies as far as the workspace goes. Now, as far as the love space goes, I think I will wait on that to, you know, work that into the love portion. But we could, you know, work it in as we go if we need to. So, all right. So the moon is the situation that you're in right now. So there are secrets, okay? Capricorn, I feel like you're dealing with... The moon is everything that we do in secret. So this could be someone holding secrets back from you, or this can be you holding secrets back from somebody else. This could be you just trying to work through your own inner process right now regarding something. What's crossing the situation is the Page of Swords. So it's this ability to come forward with the truth that's crossing you. So there is almost like a little bit of a showdown I'm getting, because the moon with the Page of Swords, it's like secrets with the truth. It's like that's the energy that we're dealing with, okay, to begin. And then we have the energy crowning this reading. I'm going to pull a separate crowning for you in general. We have the King of Wands. Awesome energy, awesome energy. That's about coming in with a will to really want to make something happen, really want to fix something, make something happen. Yeah, look at this as a foundation underneath it, as the glue that's holding it together, let's say, as the foundation is the Justice. So it's all about, you know, what's fair, what's not. In your past, we have the Two of Wands energy. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense to me. You know, you guys were in a space of saying, okay, I want to move forward in my life. I'm just so not sure where I'm going. You guys did have the eclipse in your sign. You guys are ruling the energies this year. You guys know that. Those of you who've been watching tarot, astrology, you know you guys are ruling the planet, right, this year. And so the Two of Wands in your past makes perfect sense to me, because this is like, you guys know that you have begun this new phase of your life, but you know, now what? You were kind of in this now what phase. In your near future, we have the Devil energy. Okay, I mean, there might be something very cathartic going on here, so we'll talk about that. As you currently, Seven of Cups. Okay, that makes sense with the Devil energy for sure. There's change going on here. External situation to you is the King of Pentacles. Okay, that's a good external energy to have. Your fear is the Fool. You're afraid to take a chance when it comes to something or someone. And then the outcome is the Five of Swords. Okay, so let's get into talking about this. Let's pull a crowning for you and the Six of Swords. Okay, so some of you guys are moving on. Okay, you're ending some sort of cycle as it was, Capricorn. But let's get into starting from the beginning, the situation. So yeah, like I said before, the moon is about what we do in secret. It's what we do in private. So this could be you dealing with this energy with somebody else, or this could be you knowing that you're not fully disclosing everything that you're feeling. This could be you actually planning an alternate path for yourself in your life, but you're really not disclosing it to anyone, because the Moon card really does indicate also a new path on the other side of these secrets. Okay, so that is what the situation is that you're dealing with now. So it's either you or somebody close to you, guys, again, because especially when we're dealing with any sort of anything in the heart space, obviously the energies could be flip-flopped and enmeshed, right? So you have to apply it as you see fit. And please don't try to make it fit, right, if it doesn't. So crossing you is this Page of Swords. So there is this willingness to come in and speak the truth. But like I said, there is this bit of clashing between the moon, the secrets, and the truth. And then it's like, what do I believe? What don't I believe? Kind of thing, Capricorn, right? I mean, that's kind of like the space that I'm feeling like you're in. Now, crowning this is the King of Wands. Because it's a core card, this can be you. It could be the other person or situation that you're dealing with. This could be a boss, a coworker, a family member, anybody. Or it could be you. But the Wands is all about this real willingness to move forward. It's like, I understand that there is, you know, a need to move forward, and things need to be outlined in a certain way in order for the situation to actually be rectified, right? So it's this understanding of what needs to be done in order for there to be movement, and that's crowning you. This is crowning this Celtic spread, okay? And underneath it all is, but we all need to be fair. And this means everyone's needs need to be at least considered and discussed, okay? Without that, you know, what do we end up with, right? We end up building up some really nasty karma, and who wants that, right? Now, for some of you, this could be in relationships, of course, but the Justice also does indicate something having to do with court, okay? So this does indicate to me that something is coming to a culmination or boiling up to a point of a decision having to do with some sort of court situation, some sort of lawsuit for some of you, some sort of insurance case that you guys have been dealing with, anything where you've been waiting on a decision, right? And because it's upright, it does tell me that it is going to bear in your favor. And by the way, I mean, work is really good for you this month, outside of a couple of people just trying to push your buttons, but so what? You know, that's life. Just make sure you just stay off with social media for a minute, like on the 5th, and just, you know, yes, people, if they get under your skin. But we're going to talk about a couple of other challenges that you might end up getting into regarding relationship as we progress forward. But in the past, Two of Wands is, again, you really establishing what you want for your life, you know, and really deciding, is this person or situation actually going to help bring me there? Am I going to get to where I want to go ultimately in my life if I stay with this person, if I stay in this situation, or if I maintain this friendship, or is it going to end up putting cement shoes on me? And this was you really trying to figure it out and really trying to seek guidance deep within yourself, because that is what the skeleton is, believe it or not. It's not like some, you know, creepy person she killed and she's like honoring, you know, the skull or anything. This is her really seeking wisdom, and, you know, this is about prayer. This is about, you know, praying to the people who have passed over that, you know, we love and we miss, people who we seek guidance in, right? So this is you guys really thinking everything through, trying to tap into your own intuition, but not being afraid to seek guidance outside of yourself. Now, as far as the near future, we have the Devil energy. So, you know, Capricorn, keeping it real, right? Yeah. Listen, I mean, this is your energy, right? I mean, and this is about, this is low vibrational fill in the blank. Now, this does not have to be you. This could be the person that you're dealing with, right? It is a major arcana. It is a moving kind of energy. So this could be someone having to do with addiction, any kind of addiction. It could be substance, alcohol, clothes, food, sex, whatever. But it really could be just this addiction to a negative way of living. This bad, for lack of a better term, this bad behavior, either by you or someone you're dealing with, that's just becoming increasingly problematic, and it's not going away. And this is I'm getting that this is you looking at this front and center in your near future. Then we have the Seven of Cups, and this tells me with the Seven of Cups that you're moving on to a better place for yourself. Now, the Seven of Cups does indicate having 7 choices, okay? 5 are very beautiful and clear, but you not having all of the information in the other 2 cups that you need. So there is this sense of confusion. I don't necessarily think it's a bad card, but it's you recognizing that right now you don't have all the information and you feel handicapped in order to make a really solid, educated decision and choice about something because you simply don't know everything. I'm getting that you have someone very secretive in your life. This could certainly be a boss. This could certainly be a business partner. This could be an intimate partner. This could be one of your kids. This is somebody who you just don't know all the information of what is going on with them. And I do feel like it is connected to this devil energy. For sure. I feel like this is what you're dealing with. Because the 7 of Cups, I mean, 5 of the Cups, right? 1 is higher consciousness, 1 is wisdom, 1 is spiritual guidance, 1 is ultimate utopia, and 1 is resources, right? The other 2 cups, you just don't know what's in them. So I'm getting, though, that you're in this space of saying, like, if I don't figure out what's in these cups, I'm going to need to go. This is you coming to this realization that you're involved in something or with somebody where you're just not getting all the information and it's becoming increasingly less okay with you. Now, the external situation that's impacting you is the King of Pentacles. So this is someone who really understands connection, understands the importance of resources, understands how reality is supposed to be framed. Now, this is external to you. So this could certainly be a new opportunity coming into you, having to do with career that you just jive with, which totally is supported by your sky this month. It could be that. And it could be that that situation is really going to help busy your mind while this other thing is happening in your life. This is very positive. This external influence is very, very positive. Pentacles is not only about resources, it's about connection, it's about the physical, it's about physical life, it's how we do relationships, right? So for some of you, this could be that you're actually meeting someone new in a romantic sense. So some of you, this could be a new business opportunity, somebody that you just jive with, right? And you're like, you know what, I think I want to take on this venture with them. This could certainly also be just a new job. Right, this external thing to you, right? Even though King is a court card and it could be typically you or the other person, because this is specifically an external location within the spread, you're going to be meeting somebody who's going to make a very beautiful impact on you. Now, in your fear sector, we have the Fool. Of course, we have the Fool with all this other stuff. You're afraid to take a chance. You're afraid to take a chance, period. You're afraid to take a chance, continue to take a chance with whoever it is that you're dealing with now, who's this devil energy. I feel like you're just kind of scared and in frozen zone as far as something in your life. Not every element in your life. That would be ridiculous, right? Some element in your life where you've had a very negative experience, you're having a really hard time opening yourself up again in that area. So this could certainly be in the area of business. If you had a very bad experience with a business partner, if you had a very bad experience in a personal relationship, or you're having a bad experience with your partner up until now, you're having a really hard time summoning up the gumption, right, and the will to actually take that blind faith, right? You want more facts, right? You want to see that they're walking the walk and talking the talk, right? You want facts. And then we have the Five of Swords. So I mean, the Five of Swords, this is conflict. This is a card of conflict. This is you not seeing eye to eye with someone, and it doesn't matter who it is. It's this idea that there is an area in your life where there is a person who you are not seeing eye to eye with. It's like you guys just can't. It's like you're both speaking, but it's almost like you're speaking different languages. Like that's how this energy is, you know? And as the outcome, I need to pull more cards, obviously, for this because, you know, we have the Six of Swords energy as your crowning. And with that, look, I mean, this is your outcome and this is your crowning. We have all this conflict and this is you making the decision to move away. You know, kind of really supports also that the Seven of Cups energy, not having all the information and you moving into a healthier space for yourself, because you know that whatever cycle you've been in with this person, it really does need to end. The cycle needs to end. It can't continue the way it is. So I feel like if you were in a situation where you guys were on again, off again, or you're just having a lot of struggles for a long time in your relationship, and I do know a lot of Capricorns are, this has been a very, very tough couple of years for you guys. I do know that. But I feel like you guys are in a space where it's like, you know, you're finally really putting yourself first and realizing that whatever situation you've been in up to this point, if you don't move out of it, it will never change. It doesn't mean it needs to be done forever. It means it needs to be done for now and how it's been up to this point, you know? Yeah. Let's get some more information on this devil energy, Spirit. Devil energy, please. Let's get some information on this devil energies. Devil energy. Oh, judgment. Yeah. So, you know, there's been a lack of honesty. Somebody's been behaving in a way, or you've been behaving in a way. Again, this could be flip-flop. That is just so not okay. Okay. It's not moral. It's not within what we understand to be the confines of what's moral, right? Within our very logical and morally based society, somebody's been acting less than that, okay? In one way or another. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, and then we have the Four of Pentacles, but the Four of Pentacles is like, I'm getting that this person was doing this, be it you or be it them, because you were bored. You know, it's like you have what you need, but it's still not enough, and you're looking for more. They're looking for more. Please understand, I'm saying they or them, you know, you or them, right? I'm not, guys, I never pick on signs, you know what I mean? I just tell you what I'm getting, and you guys see me pulling here. Okay, and then we have the Queen of Pentacles. So this is somebody who really understands what's necessary for connection. This is somebody who, where connection, a certain type of connection is very important, not only resources, but also that physical connection, right? Very, very important to them. And I'm getting that in one way, shape, or form, they were feeling bored, you were feeling bored, somebody was feeling bored, even though they knew that that was just not what they should be doing, but they were getting this ego feed from something outside of your situation, this ego feed. And that's where I'm getting this Queen of Pentacles. I don't know if you're dealing with somebody who has codependency issues, maybe you do. Don't beat yourself up if you do, it's not so uncommon, where you're seeking something outside of a situation that you're involved in. I do feel very much so that this is relationship based in this portion and not career. Let's see what else we have. Yeah, and then the Magician. But see, this is the thing. The Magician is about making something happen. But I feel like, Capricorn, you are understanding and getting in tune with whatever energy it is that you're dealing with, and you are figuring out exactly what needs to be done to mitigate this situation. You're figuring out you are calling them on their shit 100%. You are making it happen. You're making the changes for yourself, and you are not allowing this nonsense anymore. You're just not having it. You're not. You're having the argument, and you are more than okay to step away. And I feel like some of you have already kind of mentally stepped out. You're like gone, you know, mentally. A lot of you are. Now, again, that this could also be having to do with work, where you mentally checked out of your job already. But let's get some more energies on this Five of Swords. Then we have the Four of Swords. Look at that. Yeah, look, I mean, this Five of Swords created this very pensive state for you, where you're like, okay, you know what? I've been through so much with this person at this point and with this situation, and I really need to figure out my next step is. My next step for my higher good. This is not you feeling sorry for yourself. This is simple recognition that, you know, A, B, and C happened in my life, but now what do my next steps need to be? And this is the outcome space that you're in. Like, the argument happened, okay. You're arguing with yourself, but you know that this situation is not okay for you. Yeah, because you're ready to, you know, you're just really, really ready to just move things along. You just really are. I mean, the Three of Cups energy is just about celebrating and just being in a good space. Capricorn, you're ready to be happy. You're ready to be happy. You don't want to deal with this nonsense anymore. You just really don't. And I get that The second you do that, everything's just going to fundamentally shift. It just is. It's going to fundamentally shift. And that you have the King of Wands crowning you, and you have justice as the foundation. Beautiful stuff. There's such strength in the Six of Swords with these two. Really beautiful strength. And you know what? You know you don't have all the answers. What I like about this is you're not playing dumb. Not the Capricorns even know how to do that. But you're understanding. You don't have all the information. And it's really not okay that you don't have all the information. Somebody's trying to like sell you waterfront property in a desert, I feel like. If that makes sense. It's like you're just like, well, yeah, what? You know, you're just not having it. No, not having it. Let's go to your love spread. Let's see what's going on with the love. Couple of things. So we do on November 1st, so the 25th, we do have Venus in Sagittarius. And this is like your 12th house of healing, transitions, and fantasy. And this really does indicate you finally closing the door on a painful chapter in your life, or opening up a new one, you know, that promises a really beautiful connection. You know, so I mean, really can kind of go either way there. And then on the 12th, we have the Taurus full moon. I think I might end up doing a separate video on that, but this is happening in your 5th house, okay? So this can bring a new level, just a new level of sensuality. This is like a very sexy transit for you, Capricorn. It really is. If you're in a healthy union right now, you're going to be hitting a very different space as far as your intimacy goes, where it's going to be transformed into a deeper space, which is so beautiful. And those of you who aren't, I do feel like there is going to be this new sexy person that's entering your life, or that at least who you think is sexy. But just pay attention here, because this can be very dramatic, this energy. Lots of like the excitement, but also tension, you know, like that excited kind of tension. You just want to be careful, and you want to be very honest about what your desires are. You don't want to promise anybody anything that you can't follow through on, and you want to make sure that people are speaking their truths to you, right? And then the last one I want to mention is on November 14th, we do have that Venus-Neptune square. All right. This is what I was saying, like this day, don't have any important communications. And guys, if you've been listening to me for the past few months that I've been on YouTube, I'm not an alarmist like that, but I'm telling you right now, I have experienced this transit myself. Many of my clients have. It is real, it is strong, and it is no joke. Don't even bother, right? If somebody's like, can we talk? You're just going to say, no. Because it's going to, you know what ends up happening in this energy? That cyclical type. That manipulative cyclical type of conversation, and nobody's winning, right? So just forget about keeping any dates to have a conversation then. Just no emotions, nothing like that. Just don't have any big conversations on November 14th. Venus and Neptune square is not fun for Capricorn right now, okay? So that I will tell you. All right, we got that out of the way. So whatever we find here in your love, let's go for a past, a present, a fear, a fear, a fear. Angel de la Luit. This is a bonus card. I'll talk to you about it. That's just special to this particular deck and your outcome. Ace of Pentacles. Oh, I dig it. Yeah, you just might have to go through it. So let's leave these here and pull cards as we need. Okay, you guys see those? Okay, so to start off, we have the Four of Wands. So this is you, yeah, like I said, you're just thinking. You're thinking. Like, what am I doing next? Where am I going in this relationship? What exactly is happening? I know I don't have all the information. I know that they have this kind of, you know, dark night of the soul kind of thing, and that's bugging me out. And I do want to just like pop forward here to the fear, because the Angel de la Luit is a bonus card that happens to be in this deck, and I love it very much because this is about, in the upright, the dark night of your soul being over, the darkness of your night being done, right? But this is in your fear position. So I do feel, Capricorn, that many of you are involved in a love situation, because this is love that we're talking about right now, that with all the ugly and all the dysfunction, you're still afraid for it to be totally over. And I could hear you guys from here. Hell no, I threw his bags to the curb. I kicked her to the curb. But you know, I get it. I'm with you on that, right? But the fact that an ex can move anything in us at all means there's still feeling there, right? So I do feel like on some level you are afraid of totally letting go, even though you know that ultimately this person that you're involved with is not serving your highest good. And this is a fear. You're fearing that. Then we have the Death card as where you're at right now. So this just indicates very, very Scorpionic vibe. And we have all this Scorpio that we're working with. That's the digging to the bottom of the barrel. The very underbelly scum stuff that's at the bottom that's got to be pulled up and looked at, right? And it's during that time where we realize, you know what? This is actually worse than I thought it was, or this is actually so much better than I thought it was. But whatever it is, it's the ending to a cycle. And it's this recognition that whatever you guys have been doing up till now has to change. And this doesn't even need to be that big a deal, Capricorn. You know, I do feel in the spiritual community, we really do need to be very mindful of how we communicate information. When I see the Death and when I see like the 10 of Wands or the 10 of Swords, life is about ebb and flow. And our lives are full of endings and beginnings all the time. And healthy relationships have cycles ending and new ones beginning all the time. If you're in a healthy union, you understand that you're both on the same team and you work through those cycles together. But sometimes if you're in different places, it's a little more challenging to get on that same page, right? So I am getting that no matter what your situation is, there is an end of a cycle. For those Capricorns out there who are not with anybody, you're done being alone. You're done being alone. You've been thinking about your life up till now, and you're like, you know what? Yeah, man, my work is solid. I have it going on there. I'm good. I'm a good trajectory, for my life and all of that. But I'm tired of being alone. I really want to be partnered with somebody. I'm ready for that cycle to be over. If you're not partnered, if you're partnered and you're in a really solid relationship, this just might mean the end of a cycle. And for some of you, this might mean you're really taking a very hard look at staying in something. Right? So we already discussed the Angel Daniela Wheat as your fear. The outcome though, look guys, Ace of Pentacles. Love this card. First of all, even though it's a minor arcana, it does lift up any of the potentially negative cards, right, that are going to be in this spread. That's number one. But more than anything, this is a new physical beginning in a new real, like we could touch it kind of chapter in our life, where there's real change happening in your life, for sure. Now, this Ace of Pentacles could be, well, I'm going to pull cards, but it could be a new relationship, or it can be turning over a new leaf, clearing out the decks, looking at all the ugly and working everything out through there. I want to pull for the Death. I was like, hold on. Okay, so the Death card, I want to qualify for that. 2 of Cups, okay, listen. Doesn't that make sense? Sure. Okay, yeah, look. It's the end of a cycle. You guys are in this 2 of Cups energy, which is all about making decisions in relationship that's going to impact you guys moving forward, right? This is, I want to give you my cup. You want to give me your cup, right? You guys are trying to meet in the middle, but you also need to be without egos when you do this, and you're becoming very mindful of that. We have the 10 of Swords, like you're done, like put a fork in it. This cycle, to have this in the Death card, it's like that cycle is really done. Like seriously done. Okay, it can't continue at all the way it was. Okay, and then we have, my phone is speaking to me now, very interesting. And then we have the Page of Cups, which is an absolutely beautiful, beautiful energy. This is telling me that you guys are going to be able to have a new start. So, and that totally supports the Ace of Pentacles outcome. So Capricorn, I like this reading for you. I think this is going to be a very, very profound time period, but all good stuff nonetheless. All good stuff. You guys are going to work through something, whether you stay or not, you are going to be really okay. Lots of change though, for sure. Thank you so much. Until next time. Bye-bye.